Good morning, students. And today I am just kind of coming to you with a contemplative moment. I was listening to this video this morning and it said something really interesting that I thought I would want to share this with you and have you guys think about just implementing what it means to you in your own life. And this is the thought that what comes after the words I am has the potential to completely change your life. And why is that? Because the stories and the things that we tell ourselves, I am not good enough, I am not there yet. My goodness, where's the light? I'm not happy. I am having problems. I am short money. I am broke. These are things that we say quite often, attuning it to our life story. Like little hairs, that's the problem with wearing black, right? And even saying, I am sad, I am depressed, these things could be true. We could not have money. We could not be happy at that moment. But I think the point of this story was that affirming the thoughts and saying them in our minds over and over is what ends up bringing more of the same into our life, because thoughts become things. We do create our realities, and not in a matrixy kind of fantasy way, in the sense that what we focus on becomes the energy that we're living in. And if we are living in that energy, we can't help but subconsciously continuing to create the same thing over and over. And this is why, it's not helpful for someone to just say, oh, smile, oh, be happy, oh, think of something else. That's, those are words. We have to have a philosophy of how we deal with things when things are not going right. How do we turn it around? And we do this by what we focus on. So if we are feeling ill, we don't focus on illness, but we will subconsciously default to focusing on illness or not feeling well when we don't take control or have some sort of philosophy of how we deal with things. And so if we're not feeling well, we begin the process of consciously focusing on healthy statements, channeling energy and light into our body. If we are broke, we don't reaffirm, I'm broke. We reaffirm to ourselves what we are focused on. I say all the time, I am building my empire, because it's a long haul. It's something that's, I'm not expecting, with my academy and other things, I'm not expecting an overnight success story, which doesn't exist anyway, because when people say, oh, they're an overnight success, usually there was like a long history of them working towards it. So, focusing on the words and statements that follow I am are so important. And it's really easy to do, because here's what you do. If you are stuck in I am statements that are negative, that are reaffirming your suffering, think of the exact opposite thing to what your suffering is. And then reaffirm that after the words I am. So this is really the challenge to you, students. Whatever it is that you're suffering, the first thing is identify what you're suffering with. Okay. The second thing is write down what's the opposite of that suffering, which is always the thing you want. Okay. What's the opposite of what you're suffering? So it's that fruition of the good side of that, right? Because there's polar opposites. What is the polar opposite to the thing you're suffering that you have been saying, I am? I am sick. I am broke. I am. Whatever the negative thing is, figure out what the positive polar opposite is of that thing you're suffering, because it's always going to be the thing that you're wanting in your life. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take that thing and I want you to make a statement in your mind affirming that by simply saying, I am. If it's you're focused on being broke, I am abundant. I am happy if you're sad. I am finding joy in my life, because it reaffirms, maybe if you're not happy at the moment, maybe you are seeking that. So I am finding it. Whatever it is that comes after your words, I am, can change your life. You are the focus of your own divinity. You have to own that. If you own that, and you just do this little shift in your life, well, you tell me. Try it out. I challenge you. I dare you. I dare you to do this right now, where you stand. I want you to think about what that I am statement is that you've been suffering. I want you to think of the polar opposite, write it down, and I want you to create a statement that you are going to use every single time that suffering comes up, that you are going to reaffirm the exact opposite by saying it out loud, having a mantra, and just having that be the go-to for you of what you say when that suffering knocks on your door. Because what you think about, you bring about. The energy that we put into something brings more of the same. And this is not to invalidate the suffering we have, because we do. This is to give you a tool to begin to work through the suffering so that you can learn whatever you can. You know, you never waste a good crisis, right? Never waste your suffering. Learn from it. But begin to do the work and use the tools of your consciousness to change your I am story, so that what follows is the story, the change in your life that you actually want. So that is my challenge for you today, and I'm just going to leave you by saying, I dare you. Bye-bye.